Once you're added as a collaborator to our Virtually Here website, it's very, very easy to update your own school webpage. Simply navigate to Project Schools, come down to your own school webpage, and from here you can insert a variety of material. To insert text, simply tap on text box, and you'll see here that your text box appears where you can type in perhaps a description of the project or whatever information you would like. This is an ideal area to kind of type in regular updates or even perhaps reflections that the children would like to type in themselves. So here again, you have a variety of options, particularly if you want a heading and there's a paragraph underneath it for your regular updates. Again, you can choose different headings or subheadings to do that, and normal text then for the body of the text. You can bold and italicize and change the layout, and you can also insert links as well, just by highlighting a word, tapping on insert link, and inserting a website that you would like that word to be hyperlinked to in the finished website. To add an image to your page, then you simply tap on images. You can choose to upload or select. Upload is the one that I would go for here. So here's where you would have images of the pupils using CoSpaces, and those are saved to your desktop. So you would simply tap on upload, tap on the image you wish to insert, and open. So it'll insert that image for you. Now you can see here, of course, that you can reformat that image and make it a little larger and change the location. You can also link it as well if you want to hyperlink that image to a particular website or something like that. So we'll say that I want my image to be this size. I can simply drag and drop the image so that it's centralized, or if I may want it on one side or the other, if I want to put some text beside it as well. So once we're happy with that, we can have a look at so far what's happening and say, okay, maybe I'd like to differentiate between different types of material on my page. Very easy to do that just by changing perhaps the background color by tapping on the little color palette and changing it to either gray or perhaps blue. So blue would be nice as your general introduction, and then you can change it maybe white, gray, white, gray, white, gray to separate each of the particular features and segments on your page. And again, if you want, you can also include some copyright-free images. By doing that, you just tap on images, come to select. If you come over to Google Images and search, virtual reality, for example, might be one that you're going to use regularly beside your reflections and your updates. And then you simply tap on the image that you want to insert on the page. Okay, and it will insert that for you. Now, if I want to move that so it's in the wrong place, I simply tap where I have my navigation over here at the side and drag and drop that to where I want it to be. I may want to include some text beside that, so I'm going to put in a text box, and I'm just going to put in text here. Okay, we simply resize our text box so it doesn't take up the full row. And then I can drag. So again, just by clicking on the dots here, drag and drop that over beside the image I would want to appear beside. Okay, and again, I can resize that image by tapping on it if I wish, or I can hyperlink it. You can include a variety of different things to make your page really creative. You can include things like dividers, again, to separate different types of content on your page. It just gives a more professional feel. You can include YouTube videos. So if there's ones that you're using in particular with your class that you find very useful, it can be a nice idea to include them with a brief description about what the video is about and how you used it. You can include buttons to any resources that you might have found online. So for example, in this case, we may want to just link to our school website. We just put in the link. In this case, I'll just use education.ie as an example. And insert. So it will insert that button for us. Now again, we can't see all the text which we'll need to see, so we just resize it. I can move that button so it appears in the center. And again, by tapping on the dots over here at the side, I can move that down so it appears where I want it to appear. And I can, of course, change the background if I want to do that as well. So once you're happy that you've updated your content, and we would suggest that you regularly update your content so that other schools can see how you're progressing and you can see how they're progressing as well. So you can preview it by simply tapping on the preview icon up here at the top of the screen. You'll see here, it will show you what your page looks like on the site. You can tap any hyperlinked aspects to make sure that they're linked to the correct place. Once you're happy with this, simply exit the preview and don't forget to hit publish. Otherwise, your material will stay in draft format. So once you hit publish and publish again, now your information and your updated material is live on the site so that we can all see it and check in with each other.